Hi, welcome to Rue's Kitchen and Garden, and this is your gardening buddy Rue. Today we are going to talk about a very special gourd, which has got lot of health benefits, which has got um, like truckloads of vitamins, starting from vitamin B to C to zinc, magnesium. Again, coming back to vitamin K, it's got potassium. It's got choline as well. We are talking about none other than bottle gourd. So, this is a small bottle gourd in my garden. It will take at least, I think, one more week or less to reach its full size, and then I can harvest it and make vegetable or dessert or anything, koftas, whatever I like. So yeah, the seeds of this bottle gourd looks like this. These seeds I've got from Mumbai. I'm not affiliated to this company called Pyramid Seeds, but if something is really good and genuine, then you must praise. So, word of praise to this company called Pyramid. They have online presence. I think it's called ugao.com. So, if people are in Bombay or if people in India can order these online, and if you visit these countries, then you can buy them with you. So yeah, buy them and bring them with you. Sorry. So these are my seeds. I think they're colored because they're treated, and because they're treated, they're really robust. So yes, these seeds can be directly sown, or you can sow in a small pot and then transfer it to a bigger pot. But I think there's not that you don't need to do it if you know that sowing them directly can also give you similar results. So I shall show you my pot. You can have a pot which has got like a 10 or 12-inch diameter, but I had a bigger pot lying around in the house, so I used that. This is really a very big pot. So the problem I faced in this pot was when the seeds were small, when the saplings were really small. Um, the plant wouldn't get enough nutrition because it would get lost in so much soil, the nutrition. So you can start this size pot, or even a this size pot is good enough for bottle gourd. Now soil. Really, bottle gourd is not very fussy when it comes to soil. So the least it's cared for, the vigorously the vines grow. Now you can see this part is left empty. I'll come to it later why it's that way. Let's talk about uh, fertilizers. Well, you can. Hey, there's a cute little bee here. I hope you can see. Yeah. So I have used, garden. I've used kitchen waste. I've used peels. I've used eggshells and coffee grounds as my composting material. And I use rice water, fermented rice water, as a fertilizer. I use neem oil as insecticide. So yeah, pretty much this plant doesn't need uh, a lot of care actually, but it has a lot of goodness in it. Wonder how nature. Anyways, yeah. So talking about sun, it needs full sun. At least it needs 8 hours of full sun. It needs proper watering. The soil has to be moist, as you can see. It should not remain dry. This plant is I think 96% water, so obviously it requires a lot of watering. So do not leave the soil dry ever. Keep it moist. Flowering takes around 45 days, and from seed to harvest, I think it takes around 60 days. So, something about flower, let me tell you. Um, so, here I have these, of course, these are two females, these are two female fruits, and even this one. So, a male flower, let us look for a male flower here. The male flower doesn't have a fruit at the bottom. These are all the blossoms have now dried up because the flowering happens mostly late evenings, early evenings, late nights. So you have to come to the garden with your paintbrush and you have to get inside put your paintbrush inside the male flower. Here you see. the center of the male flower here, but when the blooms are fresh, not when it's dry. So yeah, need to put your paintbrush in here, and then uh, you'll see yellow pollen on your paintbrush. Then you need to take it to a female flower and rub the paintbrush in the female flower. This is how you'll pollinate. When the bees and the butterflies are not ample in your garden, of course during evenings they're not that many in number, so you have to come out and do that. Hey, I see a fresh male white flower. This will bloom now in the evening, and then I'll see another female flower, and I'm going to pollinate it. So yeah, that's about pollination. Pests, I said, you don't have that many pests. You can see sometimes you have these red squash beetles. So what you can do is handpick the squash beetles and put them in soap water. That's how they die. There's no other option but to handpick them, so you need to keep handpicking these squash flies as and when you see them. What I've also seen is yellowing and brown spots on the plant, and like this kind of like fungus. This can be prevented by not watering the leaves or keeping the leaves dry, you see. Or you can apply a fungicide, but I don't apply anything. I will remove the leaf if it is very infected, and I avoid too many leaves here. You need to thin leaves, because if there's proper air circulation, then you can avoid the fungus from getting onto your plants. So you need to kind of thin the leaves. Now there's overcrowding over here, as you can see. I don't know if you can see it properly, but it's like overcrowding of leaves. So I'll get on a ladder and I'll start thinning these leaves, so there's proper circulation, and then there is not much chance of fungus. Now for yellowing leaves which have turned yellow without spots or without this white powdery substance, it means that it's lacking nitrogen. So you need to provide nitrogen through NPK, or you can add, like what I add, coffee grounds and eggshells and stuff like that to your soil. This is some traces of NPK, as you can see. So yeah, that's what you can do. That's about pests and fungus. It's quite robust actually, this plant, so there are not many pests and fungus that attack apart from the ones that we've just spoken about. But it's got a lot of health benefits. Trust me, it's got a lot of health benefits. To name a few, it is a cooling vegetable, so it kind of cools the body. It treats urinary tract infections. It keeps the heart healthy. It has the highest amount of choline in vegetables. Choline, as everybody knows, is so good for the brain. It's a neurotransmitter, so it prevents stress and depression. So please include this in your diet once a week at least. This regulates blood pressure, it controls diabetes, it boosts the liver. If you apply the juice of fresh bottle gourd on your skin, on the pimples or acne or puffy eyes, dark circles, it cures all of that. They also say that if you grate this bottle gourd and mix it with apple cider vinegar or yogurt and then apply it on your scalp, regular use of this prevents premature graying, and also it prevents hair fall, which I am experiencing a lot, so I am going to try it out. You should try it out too. So really, this plant is got a lot of health benefits. It does require a lot of space, as you can see. It's like a big network of leaves here, so it does require space. It does require a support to climb, but it's rewarding. Trust me, it's very rewarding. So yeah, that's about it. If you've liked my video today, please like, subscribe, to my channel and press the bell icon, and please comment so I get to know if you need to know more or if you've liked what you've seen. So yeah, more videos coming up. We've got bottle gourd, we've got rich gourd. There's one rich gourd up there somewhere. There, long one. I don't know how I'm gonna reach that, but yeah, we've done a video on rich gourd. Do watch it. We'll soon do a video on bitter gourd and papaya that we have here. We also have some turmeric and some potatoes and jackfruit and chilies and cabbage and a lot more things that are growing in the garden. Hope you've liked my video. See you. Bye. Take care.